Hi everyone, welcome to this Metro Edition. I'm Matt Schuster. After many revisions and lots of hard work, it looks like the smoke may have finally cleared on Louisville's smoking ordinance.
This is an ordinance calling for a roll call vote. Madam Clerk, please open the voting. The ordinance as amended passes.
Louisville Metro Council members approved a new smoking ban at a special council meeting January 10th by a vote of 23 to 2 to 1.
Here we go.
It was signed into effect by Mayor Abramson the next day.
That's it. It's in effect.
The newest version of the smoking ban will be enforced by the Department of Public Health and Wellness. But with limited resources, they hope business owners and citizens will help out if they see ordinance violations.
If folk are out and see someone smoking in a public facility or where they work, they should notify the manager or owner, as we have previously stated. They may also register a complaint. Complaints can be made by either calling Metro Call at 311 or an alternative number is 574-5000.
A healthier hometown is important to everyone. Public health ends up being a major issue that we all feel very focused on.
If you or someone you know would like to quit smoking, the Public Health and Wellness Department offers classes. Just call 574-STOP.
Jefferson County's child support system is one of the largest of its kind in Kentucky, serving thousands of families. The staff work hard to serve the community, but the process of applying for and getting support can take time. Here's a closer look at how the system works. Keep in mind that due to the sensitive nature of the cases involved, some people's identities have been protected.
Things are looking up for my children.
Kay's been waiting a long time for a child support check.
Back in 1991, and that was like for $22. That was the only time he ever made a child support payment.
Finally, her kids are getting the money they're owed.
Around $64,000. It's a lot of help, a lot of support.
There are many families like Kay's in Jefferson County struggling because they're not getting the financial support they're due.
If our children do not have the right resources, the child really has no shot in life.
That's why the nearly 200 employees in Jefferson County's Child Support Department work so hard to get them the support they need.
We will do what it takes to collect the children's money.
County Attorney Irv Mays administers Kentucky's largest division with more than 66,000 cases and $70 million collected annually.
If you add up 7 western states, we collect more than they do, just here in Louisville.
He started working in the child support office in the 70s and remembers a different time.
You would put the baby in the evidence and place the baby next to the man and say, doesn't the baby look like the man?
Now there's a much more accurate way of testing, using a swab to get DNA samples.
I'm going to get a picture with both of you in it, and this just shows that you're the ones I'm getting the samples from.
And it's done quickly, right at the child support offices.
We're going to do a set on each side.
When a parent first comes into the child support office, before any steps can be taken, paternity must be established.
What is your current address?
Not everyone's case is the same, so each is handled on an individual basis. Many cases for child support are settled in the early stages with lawyers through mediation.
Is that something that's acceptable to everybody?
For parents who need to pay support, there's several payment options.
How much till accretion?
Including the state's only cash window at the department's headquarters in downtown Louisville.
The cash window has been huge for us.
There you go.
This option is still very popular and brings in millions of dollars a year. So much so that the system was recently upgraded and computerized.
We collect over $6 million a year just on cash payments. Unless we're able to collect that cash from these individuals on their payday, that we may never collect it.
Do you know what your hourly rate is?
If there are disputes that can't be resolved in mediation, parents must go to trial and reach a workable settlement. But not every case ends there. Child support payments are an obligation and part of a legal agreement. The child support system will work with obligors if they cannot afford their monthly payments.
He or she can come in here and say, you know, I've lost my job, you know, and I can't afford this anymore. We will recalculate the guidelines for them and make it equitable for them.
But there are still many parents who simply don't pay.
Some payroll departments are quicker than others. They get those wage assignments set up a bit quicker.
And staff at the Child Support Office is constantly looking for thousands of individuals who owe support.
We feel like we've been very aggressive.
In today's society, people are more mobile and can manage to get around the system.
It's not a simple fact that I can just forget about it and the county attorney's office is going to go away. We're not going to go away on this subject.
Usually, if someone is employed, the child support office can locate them and, working with their employer, garnish their wages.
It's just hard because they can only do so much.
But sometimes, like in the case of Kay, obligors manage to avoid payment for years.
I wasn't always able to get the things that they want. It's a lot better when you have support from the father. It's a lot less stressful.
Missing more than 6 months of payments is considered a felony with possible jail time, and the Child Support Department will prosecute if necessary.
You can't go about it the same way you did 10 years ago. When I first came in here, I thought it was strictly accounts payable, who owes us, accounts receivable. It is a very complicated process. You've got to continue to rethink how you approach even something as child support.
As parents figure out new ways to avoid the system, the Child Support Department is hard at work coming up new ways to track them down.
We have the ability to track down individuals faster, quicker, and more reliable.
Now, if obligors apply for a driver's license, passport, or even a sporting license, they're flagged.
We have a locate department that does just that. They try to locate them, find out where they are, and they're all over the country. We have a huge interstate department. We go to all the states, all the United States. We've gone to Hawaii to pick up a person and bring them back.
The Jefferson County Attorney's Office also publishes a yearly insert in the Courier-Journal.
It was very successful.
The first publication of Worst Offenders in 2005 caught a lot of attention. It showed the names and last known addresses of 1,000 of the worst child support evaders.
We did not know the location or the whereabouts of individuals or where they were working. We needed the public's help.
The insert was tremendously successful, bringing in more than $1 million in child support payments.
We have people asking us, are we going to do it again? And yes, we are.
The department recently published its third.
Since 2002, he has not paid me.
Exactly.
Networking is also a vital way for staff to get information and locate those who owe child support. Many tools are used, including a service called the NCIC database.
If we can't find them, we put them in what's known as NCIC, which is the National Crime Database. And we found an individual who was stopped. The officer did exactly what he was supposed to do, check the NCIC. There was a child support felony warrant against him. They executed that, called us up.
Friday's usually a good morning.
Jefferson County is the only department in Kentucky that has its own detectives. These 8 detectives do a variety of jobs, including helping to maintain order, working leads, and serving warrants.
They will say Somali or Espanol.
In an effort to make information and access easy for everyone, the department now uses a special voice system.
It is so much more convenient.
Caseworkers are able to use a call-in translation service with a variety of languages to help speak more accurately with their clients.
We do have a large, growing Spanish-speaking population in Jefferson County.
A voice-recorded system is also available in Spanish for both custodial and non-custodial parents to help keep track of their cases.
They're able to call in, find out a lot of information. When's my next payment due? When am I due in court?
These are just some of the innovative methods the Child Support Department is using to collect their payments. At times, it can be hard work with very little reward.
There are some really dedicated people that we're fortunate to have because they really feel there's a tremendous amount of self-satisfaction.
They are very helpful, you know.
And even though Kay's children are almost grown, receiving that back child support now can still make a difference for the family.
I don't have to worry about my daughter's college and everything, so it is a big relief knowing that that's going to be taken care of.
If you know someone who could use the department's help, log on to louisvilleky.gov or call Child Support directly at 574-8300. Still to come on Metro Edition, planning is underway for the Louisville Loop, and Kentuckiana Works is working to help residents gain employment.